Elites? No? Hi and good afternoon. That was abrupt. Like I didn't even hear Nicolette, the entire song. But listen, welcome to Through the Static. I am Steven the Medium. And I tell you, as soon as I heard the music, I get so excited because I haven't been on for the past couple of weeks because of traveling to Puerto Rico. If you follow us, you probably know that we took Elix's mom and aunt there. So we had a fantastic time. And you may say, well, this is about the time that Steven usually talks about his co-host.
I'm here.
You're here?
I'm here.
Wow, I'm shocked. Well,
did your producer not tell you that I was already signed in?
No, the last I heard, he said that you were having issues.
But I'm here.
So who are you?
I am your co-host, your better half, Coach Elix.
So if you're my better half, what the hell am I?
I don't know, but I'm your better half. That's
I don't.
Sure.
I don't. I think we're equal halves.
Okay. Oh, so, equal halves. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
That's fine. That works too.
But I was just saying I am so excited to get to be back and to do the show. And I just did a Facebook Live. Everybody was like, where's Elix? I'm like, he abandoned me again. But in any case.
Well, Elix was frantically trying to sign in and get this thing going. And it wasn't working. So,
well,
but I'm signed in now. So that's all that matters.
So we had, as I was just mentioning, we had a great time and got a lot of things accomplished in Puerto Rico, right?
We did, and it was really awesome after a year and a half almost.
Well, yeah, October 2019.
Yeah, that this is the first time we were able to go back. My mom was able to go back to her home, and we did things that we needed to get done. So really, really good trip. And
really, really good food, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and we got to celebrate my birthday there in the mountains of Ajuntas, which was amazing with this amazing cake. That cake was so fantastic too. Shout out to
Wally.
Who's Wally and who?
Well, I don't know the name of the guy that made the cake, but if not for her, we would have never found him. So.
Exactly. And this cake was amazing with the color tone of green, which is my favorite color. So it was good. And Elix's aunts got to come and celebrate and some cousins. So it was a really, really great time. But it just seemed like every restaurant we picked, Elix, was amazing. Food-wise.
It was amazing. I ate lobster every day in Puerto Rico. I love the lobster. It's very different than the lobster here because it's warm water lobster and it's just the tail, no claws, but it's delicious. So I loved it. But Steven, I want to just briefly before you go on to the rest of your show, I also wanted to just take a minute to say. To let everyone know that my sister has been released from the hospital. Yay. Many people know that she's been sick. We've been asking for prayers. She's been battling breast cancer and had a double mastectomy recently. Had complications. She's been in ICU, very sick. But thankfully, she is on the mend slowly but surely and home and recovering. So thank you. Keep praying because she still has a road ahead of her, but nevertheless, we are celebrating that she's home and that she feels better.
Well, I'm so glad too. What a long, hard journey she's been on, but I think it's just an upswing now. So she's just going to get better and better and better. And like we say, Elix, the prayers help. Everybody that we've asked to pray for her, it really does affect everything, the energy, and of course once you start tuning into the energy and changing the energy, you're in a good place, so which is a great thing. So when I was on Facebook Live too, I haven't been there in a couple of weeks, so I was so excited and chatting with everybody, but I forgot I had a show and tell, so I'll have to do it next time. So I was going to say what it is, but I'll also wait for you to be with me because I know you love my show and tells.
Oh, I can't wait. I just cannot wait. Can only imagine what you're showing and what you're telling.
And listen, on a separate note, I just want to give a beautiful congratulations and shout out to my good dear friend Jeannie, who retired from Worcester Probate Courts. She is her and her sister Teresa are such an amazing people, and I'm so really so privileged that I got to meet them, and it wasn't just work related, because both of them worked for the court for many years. Teresa retired, I think, a couple of years ago. But it just developed into a friendship, and I remember always saying to Jeannie, I'm getting out before you get out. I'm stopping this. I'm not coming here before you leave, because I don't want to be here when you're not here. And because she helped me so much, she helped so many people, and is just so bright and whatnot. But I ended up closing the probate because of the mediumship stuff, the probate practice I had, and did get out before her. But now she is free, and I'm gonna have to check in with her to see exactly what she's doing. She did unfortunately lose her baby Lexi, which is really tough, as we know. Losing a dog, that was her baby, that was her child. So sending a lot of prayers for Lexi and for Jeannie too. But now she's got a next chapter of her life. And now that's said, and before we go to commercial and I start taking calls, by the way, 508-222-1320 if you want to get a reading, can we just address you, Elix, eating the dog cookies again?
There's nothing to address. Anyone in there, with in the right.
Are you going to say in their right mind?
Of course.
I don't think so.
You look at the ingredients. The ingredients are wholesome ingredients. There's nothing in those ingredients that make them not, for humans. So if there are children, so I want to know what they're eating, and they're delicious, amazing cookies. And frankly, I'm still going to do, when we go back to the studio, I'm going to do a blind test for Mark.
For Mark? I know. We said we were going to do that.
I'm not only going to do a blind test, I'm going to make a bet that if he picks the right cookie, he'll win $20. But if he doesn't, he's going to have to pay me $20.
Pay you $20? Well,
yes.
Listen, it's one thing, and I'm sure there's people out there, because we love our animals, and you sometimes you're curious about like what they're eating. I know like if we buy them their ice cream, like what that tastes like, and that's fine. But you're obsessed. Every time I say grab cookies, these new cookies that we found under Three Dog Bakery, which we get Licking Crunch all the time, but these are new ones. These are peanut butter, and like. Elix
I like the other one too. I like the chocolate chip.
No, but Elix, he's chewing one, and I'm like, oh, that's not a dog cookie, right? And he said, no, that's a fig. And I go up to him, and I'm like, figs don't crunch. That's crunching. Like, yeah, he's out of control. And those are the dogs. The dogs are even looking at him like, no, hey, we can't have Oreos or Chips Ahoy.
No.
Those are our cookies.
No. They look at me and they say, wow, Daddy's eating one of our cookies. We love them. And they love when we eat cookies together.
I brought this up on Facebook Live and I loved it. Liz said, my husband does weird stuff like that too.
Yeah, well, there's nothing weird about it. I don't know what you guys are talking about it. Absolutely nothing. Listen, they're wholesome cookies. The ingredients are as clean as they can be. So why would I not be able to eat those delicious peanut butter cookies?
You know what? And I also on a sort of like food kitchen note. Does anybody know that sugar doesn't go stale? I didn't know that.
Oh my God! Yeah, he's looking to put sugar. He opened a bag of sugar, and he's putting it in some container because he doesn't want it to go stale. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like,
how? I mean, isn't that just a natural assumption that just like anything else, sugar? And I think I could be right that sugar, if it's just left to its own volition and it's got the bag open, that it's going to go stale, isn't it?
Well, I mean, let me just tell you, after 28 years, you've been eating a lot of stale sugar. If that was the case.
Oh my God, that's why I knew it. Like here and there, like I get pains at night in my stomach. It must be the stale sugar. That's what it's got to be. And sugar's never felt right. It's never going to taste right again.
Such a drama queen. By the way, that reminds me, Stephen, that we should let everyone know. Now, because of everything that's been going on, we haven't done a live cooking show, but we are going to do one And Steven wanted me to do my, my very healthy brownies that I make with paleo flour and bananas. And you love them, so
I do,
that's
but I
why.
also want you to do the corn meal too, which
Well,
is a great thing. But the brownies, we'll stick or start with the brownies. And listen, before we go, we'll make an announcement when we're going to do that, which will be soon. But I just want to tell everybody that if you missed my event at Sagamore, because it was the 6th, and then we left the 9th for Puerto Rico, it was extraordinary. Was it not, Elix?
it was amazing.
I
It's just
started.
a
I started.
beautiful, beautiful event.
I started with a note. I had 3 notes. Was it 3 notes or 4 notes? I don't remember. But I decided to do a note first, then do all the readings, and then end with the notes that were left. And the first note, this woman just knew immediately it was her and was crying, and it was unbelievable that what was in that note. So, and then but the whole, I hit every table, and it was a large venue, a large amount of people. So it was wonderful. It really was great.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful venue, beautiful day, and a beautiful, beautiful, amazing event.
I love it. So listen, I'm going to take a break. 508-222-1320 is the phone number. So if you want a free reading, just get those digits busy and dial me up, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium with Coach Elix and Mark producing the show. And on the break, we just talked about whether sugar goes stale or not. And Mark looked it up and said, absolutely, it goes stale. So thank you, Mark. So let me go to the first caller that we have. Hi, this is Stephen.
Hi,
Hi, who's this?
Susan.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. I'm good too, and thank you for being my first caller. And I haven't been here in a couple of weeks, so I'm really excited to get to connect with you. So, Susan, oh my God, there's a lot going on here. Susan, where's the father energy come in?
I'm not sure.
So you don't know whether your father is crossed or not?
Oh no, he's alive. So
Okay,
I'm not
so
sure where the energy's coming from.
I was going to say, well, some people just don't have relationships with their dad or so. Is there a father-in-law that's crossed?
Yes, actually, there's two. There's a step and an actual father-in-law.
Yeah, I didn't go to Grandpa because I kept hearing it's the father. And Bob, Bill, who's the B?
I'm not sure.
Oh, Susan, you are. You sure? He just said, if this is father-in-law, one of them, whichever, I don't know which one they are, or it is, but they're giving me Barbara or Brian or there's a B name.
Oh, Barbara. Yes, Barbara is my stepmother-in-law.
I knew it. So that would be her husband that's crossed.
Yes, my actual father-in-law, yes.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So he's looking at me like, of course she knows. Like, give her more. Give her more. So I love it, Susan. So it's just make sure you know that both of them, well, let me just say, both of them are always watching you, and they're giving your father-in-law just said to me that how much he loves you and just is giving you just big hugs and but on your side though, Susan, there's a really, really strong mother energy. So mom or grandmother. So mom is here?
No.
Wow. So then it's got to be your mom stepping forward. She just said to me, you would have absolutely thought she would have been first stepping forward to let you know that she's here. But, it's interesting how those in-laws, the father-in-laws, wanted to make sure that you knew that. Your mother just said, Susan, that was somebody not talking, like, at some point? Why does your mother, like, is talking about somebody either, I don't know if this is before she crosses or this is something like when she was fine, but your mom talks about somebody not either not reaching, like maybe not talking is not the right way to say this. Either a time lapses and someone just doesn't reach out, or it just feels like there's a very big space between people.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
I don't understand that.
So make sure you keep it with you because your mother, you know what, maybe this will explain it. Your mother makes me feel like somebody is left with or stuck with that they should have done more, or they should have been there, or they should have called, or they should have saw somebody. It may not be about your mom. It may be like a grandmother, grandfather, but someone's got that guilt connected to them. And your mother just said two. So do you have two siblings, or are there two of you?
There was two of us.
And one is crossed?
Yes.
Wow. So I don't know if you understand who is holding on to something or still is holding on to something, and it could be somebody who's crossed, but just make sure you keep that with you. Your mother talks about the brother.
I have a half brother.
Okay, but he's here.
Yes.
Okay, so just know that it's just mom just giving all these validations about who's here, and just it's really, Susan, really to prove to you that she's still here with you and around. And when I talked about that portion of time that somebody should have been around her, so there's a money factor somewhere. Your mother keeps making me smell money, so I don't know if there was like some discussion about money or things like monetary things or jewelry or something like that. And by the way, your mother just said the ring. What is she talking about?
Maybe her mother's ring.
Did she have her mother's ring?
She still has it.
Wait a minute, but your mother's crossed.
Yes.
Oh, you mean she it's on her?
Well, it's in her urn.
Oh, wait. I didn't know that was possible. Her ring is in her urn?
Well, I put it there after I took the urn home.
Oh my God, Susan! No wonder why your mother's talking about the ring. Oh, that is so cool that you did that, and I love that your mom is giving that as a validation. Listen, Susan, if you don't know hands down that this is your mom with that validation, you never will. I mean, she just said, "Talk about the ring. Talk about the ring." That's pretty amazing. That's pretty wild. And you're. Let me ask you something. So your sister is crossed, right?
Yes.
Your sister didn't have something like in the family, like if she was married, or what is the butting of heads? There's a problem with somebody. I can feel
I don't know.
it. I can feel. So was your sister married?
Yes.
And you don't remember her in-laws, like family not getting along, or for a portion of a time not speaking. If not,
No,
Susan, what was that?
No, I don't.
Make sure you hang on to it, because if your mother keeps bringing it up, and I always tell people too, Susan, when I do these readings, that there's no time, essence, in spirit. So your mom could be talking about like her parents, and like her parents maybe didn't talk to their siblings. But when I tell you, there is something your mother's talking about that is headbutting. So, and it could be something that was resolved before they crossed, I don't know. There's Avery or Anna. Who's the A name?
My grandmother's name was Adrian.
Oh, so no, this is mom's mom?
Yes.
So, but she's crossed.
Yes.
So just know that she's just pointing to herself and saying, I just want my granddaughter to know I'm here. Like I'm always around too. I'm here. So, there is then a connection. Everything I just said to you, think about your grandmother or your grandmother's family. So that's how this works. If you're not getting it, Spirit will keep giving me pieces of the puzzle to get me to where they want me to go. So your grandmother, there must have been something. It also could have been like a business. Did your family ever have a business, or your grandparents?
No, I had a business with my mom.
Oh, so that's what I'm tuning into. I felt there was a business on that side. So just a great way that they're giving that also as a validation, Susan. But your mother just said to me, there's also a Jack or John or Jim. There's a George. There's a J name.
George.
Who's George?
George is my ex-boyfriend's grandfather.
Oh my God!
That I was very close to.
Wow, I love that. Wow, you got the whole kit and caboodle coming out, Susan. Everybody's here. So while the Grandpa George is letting is stepping forward, George just said to me that this girl, meaning you, is nice to a fault. I'm just telling you that the reason why I just said to him, well, that's a very interesting way to say that. And he said, well, Stephen, the reason why I want to say that is that I want Susan to take care of herself. Like I want Susan to put herself first, because she never does. I don't know if you will agree with me, disagree, but he's telling me that. And listen, if Spirit's telling me that, I there's something to it. All he's saying, Susan, is just to make sure that you really, focus on yourself. And George just said, tell her to give herself love. Like treat herself like she's the princess that she is. And do you understand that?
Yes and no.
Well, I'll take the yes, because George just said yes, she does. Yes, she does. So just make sure you keep it. Make sure you keep it with you. It feels, Susan, as if it's more of making sure that you always keep with you what like confidence, and make sure you remember who you are, and that people should be really just honored to be in your circle. That's what that's all about. And your mom just said to me, there's a small, either a dog or a cat that your mother just said is with her. There's a small, is it a cat or a dog? I can't tell.
It's a dog.
And there's Lulu, Lilac. What's the L? There's an L name somewhere. I don't know. It doesn't have to be that dog, but there's a dog or a cat or an animal that someone has. It feels like Libby or Lulu or Lala or Lilac. So make sure you keep it with you, Susan. I can't tell whether the animal I mean, I could be wrong. It could be a person, like a person or a nickname. It feels like it's an animal though, either living or crossed, and it could be like grandma's like poodle when you weren't even born. So just make sure you keep it with you. But your mom just said to me she knows what you're talking about. So it just means, I love when they do that, Susan. It just means that it's in your memory bank and it will come. And usually it will come as soon as we hang up, and you'll be like, oh my god. It happens all the time, Susan, all the time. So, but listen, I'm going to leave you with that because I have to take a break. But thank you so much for letting me do this.
Okay, thank you, Stephen.
Oh, Susan, lots of love to you. Have a great day.
Thank you. You as well. Bye-bye.
And we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium with Coach Elix. And that ring with Susan was just blew me away, especially on the break. Susan's mom was like still with me and just thanking me about the ring. It's just something Elix and I were just talking on break. I've never heard of putting something in the ashes like Susan did. And I just think that is so cool that she put her mom's ring or her grandmother's ring in there. That's pretty wild, Susan. Very creative. And I'm sure that if it helps, emotionally, I love it. I love it. I love it. So, all right, let me get to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Denise?
Hi, Denise. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good, too. Denise, where do I start with you? There's wood. Did you move furniture or place, or why do I keep seeing, or do you have something that is handed down? Like from a family member or a friend? Why does someone keep yelling wood?
Oh, I'm sitting on my deck, looking at a tree.
I I'm not sure that's it. I love the answer though, Denise. I'll take it. I don't think that's it because it feels like a table or a desk. That's what it feels like, and like, but there's more to it. So you don't have anything that's like that would be something different, like handed down or something like that.
No, but I have a desk that's in my closet that I'm trying to get rid of. Maybe that?
Oh, that could definitely be it. That you're going to sell?
Yes.
Wow, that's got to be it then. It's kind of cool that I think I said desk, one of the things I said, but it's just, it's a great thing, a great way, Denise, to let you know that everybody in spirits watching you. And do you have like a memory box? Or do you have something, there's a very strong, well, there's two things here. I was going to say a very strong, like it felt like a grandmother figure, but it also feels like there's a dad energy here. But someone keeps talking about sort of like either a jewelry box or some kind of box or something with memorabilia in it. That's not something that you've got?
No, but I just gave, who I think the grandmother is not mine, her grandson, something in a box. Would that be it?
Wait a minute. So you just gave? Did you say your?
So for a Father's Day gift, I gave a friend a piece of land from Ireland in a box with pictures.
Oh my God! Wow!
And this might be his grandmother. I'm not sure.
Wow. And it's kind of interesting too that there is a grandmother stepping forward. I just assumed it was yours, but I just kept seeing a box and something was in it. And wow, it's kind of wild, Denise, that your two first validations are just things that you've been doing in life, like wanting to sell the desk and now giving something, a gift in a box. And it's I just also I just asked, is this dad or grandfather? Who is your dad, crossed or here?
Is my dad.
Your dad is crossed?
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was it was either dad or father-in-law, but I knew it was a dad energy. But he just said to me that, I started those validations, even though I do think the boy that you gave that box to, I do think you're right that there's a grandmother or somebody, a mother figure, a mother energy stepping forward and thanking you. But your father just said, Denise just needs to know, this is interesting. Denise just needs to be reminded, not to know. He's like, of course she knows. She needs to be reminded that we're here all the time and watching her and with her. So it's a great thing. He keeps talking about pennies also. I don't know if this is him giving you pennies, but there's coin that someone's giving you or leaving you or dropping you. I don't know if you see a lot of coin, but just make sure you keep it with you. And there, when you just said you gave like something from Ireland, do you know this? Is this family? Is this family, or just you said this is friends?
It's a guy I'm interested in.
Oh, okay. Where's also the L name? I mean, I don't know how much you know of him. But there's a Lois or Louise or Lisa. There's an L connected to him somewhere. So I don't know if this is living or crossed. And I'm sure if you don't know, I'm sure in a very quick period of time.
I think it's his grandmother's. His grandmother has a L name, I believe. I can't remember it, but it does start with an L. So
how cool is that?
I don't know if it's Lorraine or something like that.
So how cool is it that she's stepping forward to let you know that she, it's kind of interesting too that she just gave like thumbs. This is really interesting. That grandmother just gave thumbs up, but just said you just have to be prepared to take this slow. I don't know if this is a brand new thing or if this is not even started. Just make sure that your grandmother just said. What was that?
It's a long process.
Just make sure you, for whatever reason, that's what Grandma just said. Is just make sure that everything is. It's interesting. She says like thought out. Like everything. It almost feels like he's got to go at a certain pace. in that his pace is not your pace. Your pace is freaky quick. That's what your grandmother just said, that you're very fast. And I you know what I mean. I just mean that in.
I know what you mean.
You got it. I mean, there was nothing else insinuated. It just means that,
I got it.
you move. Your whole energy moves very, very fast, and his isn't or doesn't. So Grandma's just saying, just be aware of that, and don't misinterpret that as something like he doesn't, he's not interested or doesn't like me or so, because their grandmother just said there's two different things going on here. But that grandmother, this is so wild that this grandmother that just comes out of nowhere just said no, but Denise has to pull the reins back real hard, like she's got to. But that grandmother just said that you've been doing that though. She said Denise has been doing better. So
yeah, I've been doing a lot better.
I love it. So listen, I'm going to leave that with you, Denise. Thank you so much for calling. Alrighty, lots of love to you. Alrighty, bye bye.
You too.
And let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Jen?
Did you say Jen?
Yes.
Hi, Jen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. Jen, I love your energy. When I tune into your energy, not even your voice, when I just tune into your energy, there's a lot going on, which is a great thing. But also there's a lot of connection you've got that you don't know you're connected. But where does Helen or the H name come in?
My grandma's name is Helen.
I love it. So, but Grandma's crossed. She's passed away?
Yes, she is.
She just came barreling in, Jen, and just know that she's here, and just said to me that she's always, I just want my granddaughter to know that I'm always watching her, and guiding her, and I'm just so proud of her. But there's several things going on. Do you have, or does someone close to you use crystals?
Yes.
But do you have crystals?
I don't have crystals, but a close friend of mine who's like a family member is actually into it really a lot, and she's actually been talking about it a lot lately.
I love it. And Jen, you know what? This is not about, even though I love the validation for your friend, but because I'm reading you, this is about your loved ones bringing that up, because if she's talking about it and you're hearing about it, like your grandma, Helen, just said to me, tell my granddaughter when she's talking, when she's having that conversation, I'm standing right next to her. So there's a young boy crossed. Who's the young boy? Did someone lost a baby, Jen?
Yeah, wow, this is kind of emotional. My brother lost his baby, and I also lost a baby.
Wow, but there's a boy. There's a boy here.
Yeah, we both lost boys. My brother lost a little boy a year ago, and they just had twins 3 weeks ago.
Oh my God, Jen! And you also lost a son?
Yes.
Wow. I mean, Jen, and I get it. I mean, it is very, very emotional, and I can't even imagine what you and your brother have gone through. But maybe hearing that, especially with your son as well as your nephew, your son is just jumping up and is just so excited and just got the most beautiful smile and energy. And if I thought your grandmother was with you all the time, Jen, your son is he's hilarious. He's on top of your head. He's just everywhere. He's just, and he just said, Stephen, this is the best mom anybody could ever have, and I want my mom to know that, and I want my mom to know that all her decisions and everything she's been through is okay, and that she did what she needs to do, and that's how she's getting through everything. And she's the strongest mom. I just heard she's the strongest mommy that there ever will be. And make sure, Mom, you always remember that. Your son in spirit is so proud and just points to anybody that he doesn't even know. That's my mom. That's my mom. He loves you so much, Jen, and said, I know what mommy's been through, and so that it feels like there was just a rough period, Jen. And just know that your son is just hugging you and saying that, Mom, listen, it's getting better. And maybe it's already, like in the bigger picture, he just keeps saying things keep getting better and better and better. And the way that the first thing that needs to happen though is, and I'm just telling you, Jen, what your son's saying is for you to let go of, to sort of forgive yourself of, I mean, we all have to forgive ourselves for some things, but your son is very adamant about saying, Mama, forgive yourself. You're a beautiful soul. You've got so much to give. And when you forgive yourself, that's going to unleash like all the compassion in your gifts. You've got so much going forward, Jen, that's beautiful. Just make sure you listen to your son. And the great thing about this reading is that, it's on my Facebook page, it's on YouTube, so you can go back to it and listen to the recording. And your son said, yeah, make sure, Ma, you do that so that you absorb what he's saying. And you've just got so much love around you. But Jen, don't let what I said, and it's not me, I'm just repeating what your loved ones are, your son saying, and your grandma, absorb it. Let it come in and let it just sit there and stay there, Jen, okay?
I appreciate it. I really need to hear that. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm so honored that I got to do it. I gotta take a break, so I'm gonna leave you with that, Jen. But remember what I said, and lots of love to you, okay?
Thank you so much, Stephen.
Oh, thank you, Jen. Bye-bye, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium, and I'm just going to go to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this? Hello?
Hi, Stephen. It's another Denise. How are you?
Hey, Denise, how are you? Good.
I'm good.
I know. I answered. It must be your loved ones already. I said good before you even said good. I guess I'm answering for them. They already know what you're doing and how it's going and whatnot. So, so Denise, where's the? Is it Mary, Marie? Who's the M name connected to you? Or
This is Mary.
wait, who's Mary?
Yep, there's Mary. There's two of them actually.
But who are they connected to you?
Oh, aunts.
But is one of them crossed or both crossed?
They both actually passed away the same day years ago.
They passed away the same day?
Yes.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow. So, and both were Marys?
Yes.
Wow.
One
That's
from
Denise.
each side of my family.
Oh my God. Wow. Wow. So know that two Auntie Marys are stepping forward. Both of them just sort of like clapping and waving their hands. And yeah, another one of the aunts just said, our niece would never think in this short period of time we would be here and get through, but we made a point of it. So it's really cool that these two aunts, I love saying this, Denise, that both of these Aunt Marys, whether you were close to them or not, it doesn't matter. Both are just they're coming through for two reasons: to hug you, one, and two, to say, Denise, we're here for you. Like if you need something or you need guidance or you need a sign, we're just hanging. Like they just hang with you. So they very much like that. And why do they? Who's the? Is there a mechanic or somebody that worked on cars or loved cars? Or did someone is someone's car fixed? Like, I smell oil. Is someone working a lot?
There's a couple people actually that have passed that did work on cars.
Wow. So just one of them is younger. Well, when I say younger, I mean like 60s or younger. And that's what it feels like to me. It feels like, so the ones that you're talking about, Denise, neither one of them crossed like 60s or younger?
Yes.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they did.
Okay. I love Denise. Yep. Nope. She's not giving me much. I love it. Just know that there's a father energy here too, by the way. Is this dad? Is your dad crossed?
Father-in-law, probably.
Okay, but he's crossed.
Yes.
Okay. Whichever father-in-law, just wants to let you know that he's here and always around, and always also just making sure he's watching you. Someone keeps, I don't know if this is someone who's crossed or living, but someone liked playing the numbers, or someone won on the numbers, or lottery, or scratch tickets. There's something connected with gambling. Either living or cross, because I can feel like, I've got to go and play my numbers. So this could be years ago, Denise, but just make sure you keep it with you. Even though there's a mother energy, either your mother or grandmother, who keeps giving that to me. And also just said, Denise, that there's a birthday or an anniversary really close.
Okay.
You get something. Do you understand that?
There are a couple, yes. There's an anniversary, actually, the 28th for my in-laws.
Wow. So just know that, and that's the in-law, the father-in-law who's crossed?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, they both have.
Oh, so both. Wow. So maybe that's the mother energy I'm picking up too, the mother-in-law. So, but is your mother here or crossed?
My mother's here.
Okay. Just know that it's the in-laws stepping forward and letting you know that. But so maybe the scratch tickets playing numbers is on their side. I don't know. But there's also there's Denise, and then there's also David, Don, Donna. There's another D connected to you.
David, my husband.
Oh, so I got it. But he's here, right?
No.
He's crossed?
Yes.
Oh my God! Wow, Denise, I wish I had more time. But your husband's got a really funny sense of humor, also, because he just said to me, "Hey, I showed up. I'm here." And really, to be honest, she doesn't even need to know I'm here. You don't even need to say my name, because she knows I'm here all the time. So, what? Like, he's like, "What's up, Denise?" Like, I'm here all the time. And I'll tell you something before I let you go, Denise. You're one that has a very, very special relationship with your husband, David, because I I've never seen so many connections that you get from him or feeling that he's around. It's wild, Denise. So just, and that's a sign of the strength of the love that is so connected between the two of you. So he's hugging you and kissing you, and I got to go because I got to get to my last caller, Denise. Thank you so much for letting me do this.
Thank you, Stephen. Bye, Alex.
All right.
Bye.
I love it, Denise. Lots of love to you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And let me go to, I love when people say, bye, Elix. I love it. So let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hi, this is Kim.
Kim?
Yes.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, too. Kim, did someone hunt connected to you?
No, nothing that I can think of. No hunters, no.
Why? As soon as I tune into your energy, someone keeps showing me like a bow and arrow. So is there like American Indian connected to you?
No.
So make sure, Kim, you keep either someone maybe years ago, maybe current, I don't know. Maybe someone went like bow and arrow, like they had a bow and arrow or playing with one, or there is an arrow somewhere. There's a connection with an arrow. What was that?
I have no clue what that could be.
So make sure, Kim, just keep it with you because it feels. Well, did you have a brother?
Yes.
But do you have a brother crossed?
Yes, I do.
Oh, he just stepped forward and said, Kim, like, how are you not remembering the arrow? You don't remember, like, or him playing, like, with a slingshot? There's something that keeps pulling back and letting it go.
I cannot imagine. No, I cannot.
Hey, listen, take it up with your brother. He loves you. He just is hugging you and just giving. And Kim, there's an A middle name. Someone's got an A middle name.
Like, an A middle name.
Like Kimberly Ann, Michael Anthony, but there's an A middle name. That's what your brother just said. Is your mom also crossed?
No, she has not.
So there's
She's
either
here.
is there a mother-in-law crossed?
No, not a mother-in-law. No.
So then it's got to be a grandmother. It felt like,
Yes.
she keeps saying that she's, clearly mother. Grandmothers are mothers too, but there was a very, very strong essence of a mother energy. And someone sews or crochets.
Yes. My grandmother that's passed, she sewed.
I love it.
Sewer, yes.
I love that she's letting you know that she's stepping.
That's great.
What was that? Yeah, well, she's just making sure, Kim, you know that it's her and that she's always around you. And, there's also Tom or Thelma or Teresa. There's a very strong T connected. I never get that letter a lot. I don't know why. But just make sure either first name, middle name, living or crossed.
With a T?
Yes.
Crossed, you're saying?
Or living. Either one.
T.
Just
Okay.
make sure you keep it with.
Okay.
It feels like Terry. You don't have like a Teresa or a Terry connected somewhere, like family or friends?
I can't think of anything with a T, no.
All right, so make sure, Kim, you hang on to it.
Okay.
Your brother that's stepping forward keeps talking about three. So are there three of you?
Yeah, there was three of us, yes. My brother and I have a sister. My brother and I have a sister too, so there was three of us.
Right, so your brother's just giving that as your sister is here?
Yes, she is. She's here.
I thought so. When I ask and don't hear anything, I kind of I know that they're here. It's your brother, and why he just said 333. It's just that he's very, very proud of being part of this family. And your brother just keeps saying, "Can you just thank my sister, please, for me? Please just thank her." I never could have asked for a more beautiful, endearing sister. He's like almost on his knees, Kim. I don't know what he's talking about, but he keeps thanking you and thanking you and thanking you, and he's grabbing your hands and kissing your hands. So did you take care of him?
We were just really close.
Wow.
We were very close.
Wow, Kim. So know that it's him and just giving you all this love and just he just said to me, tell my sister not 1 second goes by without me being with her. I'm with my sister every second. And he said, my sister is funny too. She's got a very, very good sense of humor. He said, I love it, and we still play and have banter back and forth. And he just said, Kim, you must either pray to him or talk to him, because he just said, I hear it. I hear it.
So I'm so glad.
Yeah,
I
he
feel
hears
him all the time around me.
I love that, Kim. I love it. And listen, unfortunately, before we get cut off, I've got to end the show because it's ending at 6.
Yes.
But listen, thank you so much for giving me this time to do this, and lots of love to you, Kim.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, bye-bye. Well, what a fast, fantastic show, and it's so great to be back. Elix, tell people where they can find you.
They can find me at anything Coach Elex, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn.
It almost sound like they would put like at anything at Coach Elix. So Coach Elix, you'll find you.
Yeah, you don't want to put at anything because that's just, I don't do anything. Just at Coach Elix.
You can find this boy, and of course on Friday you'll find this boy on his show at 1:00 in the same exact channel. Get a Grip with Coach Elix, and you will find Mark's show that produces this show and Elix's show right before mine, 3 to 5. Mark's Jukebox. Check that out because it's really great. He's always has good shows, and you can find me, Stephen the Medium, anywhere. I did tell people on Facebook Live that my goal is Sunday night to do a live. I haven't decided whether Facebook or Instagram, but another way to get free readings, so check that out. And we will leave you. Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next week on Through the Static. So lots of love to everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.